video in my series that is like, I don't know, like a vlog or whatever of my restart journey, my reboot to health journey. I'm not sure what we're gonna call it yet. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do the things. But while doing the things, one thing that I found to be very important was the fact that I needed to know where to start. Like, where do I start? And I'm an overplanner. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to start and how I'm going to start. And I remember this particular meditation I did with Lord Ganesh, and Ganapatayi kind of opened my eyes to a way to work on my lower chakras. Ganapatayi is also called Lord Ganesh. He is the god of wisdom and intelligence, the Buddhi, the higher intelligence, remover of obstacles, and he is also the god that governs the root chakra. And something that I found very interesting is I was thinking about the word asana. He put the word asana in front of me. He's like, what does asana mean? What is asana? Asana means to sit. So how will you prepare to sit? And I thought that's a fairly good question. So first, he reminded me that we always start in the root where he is to remove any obstacles. And the first obstacle is knowing thyself. So here in the root chakra, what we're going to do today is we are going to sit. Figure out what it will take for us to sit. And that's different for each individual. That means that we will need to know and process exactly what our body needs and where our body is at currently. And that's going to be different for everybody. It's going to be different for me, you, your neighbor, your kid, even your twin sister or brother, all right? Identical or fraternal. So I recommend that first you find a comfortable place to sit. So I have here my yoga bolster, and I actually like to have my big cushion underneath because my ankles are a little sensitive, so I put them on the floor like such. A lot of times the hardwood or the concrete underneath can be uncomfortable. So I like to do that, and you can sit in a full lotus. I am a fan of Padmasana, which is going to allow for that one foot to go under the other, but my favorite is Lalitasana, which is with the one foot out in front of the other, that one foot that you have that reaches out. All right, so whichever is comfortable to you, because right now it is figuring out where that comfort is. So I want you to go ahead and get either in Padmasana, Lalitasana, whatever sitting pose is comfortable for you. Okay, I want you to take a deep breath in, pulling those shoulders up to the ear, and relax, roll the shoulders back down the spine. Now, because we want to bring awareness to where we are, which means for each and every chakra, I want you to sit up nice and tall. Make sure that your shoulders are over your hips, giving you nice straight posture and alignment in the spine. Making sure the chin is parallel to the floor, and that your head feels as if it's suspended on a string. Now, as you close your eyes, you may bring the drishti, or the focus of the eyes, wherever you'd like. Brow chakra, if you're wanting to know. Or you can look down here, below the nose, just to allow you to bring some focus to the lower chakras. Now, as you breathe in, I want you to inhale through the nose. Allow the air to fill the belly, traveling down the throat, filling the lungs, allowing the diaphragm to expand and the belly to round out like Lord Ganesh. Allow the breath to pause for just a moment here. Maybe swirl around the belly a little before gently pulling up on the pelvic floor and squeezing the air back up through the passages, up the diaphragm, the throat, and out the nose. I want you to repeat this a couple of times, breathing in, fully creating space for all that you are to become. And then exhale, releasing all that you used to be. Breathing in the potential, and exhaling the pretense. Now, as you continue to breathe, I want you to start by taking awareness of your toes and your feet. Do the muscles and the soles of your feet feel tight? Can you wiggle your toes freely and spread them and scrunch them up tight? Gently bring the awareness to the tops of the feet. Make small movements with the ankles, flexing the feet downward and upward. Taking note of the range of motion and any resistance you may feel. Continue to breathe in nice and deep, and slowly bring the awareness up ever so slightly to the calves and the shins. Exhale and bring your awareness to your knees. Do you feel any discomfort in how you're sitting, or how the knees are bent as you sit? If you need to shift slightly, inhale fully. Make your adjustment, stretching out one foot or another, or pulling one foot or another in, and then exhale. And as you exhale, I want you to squeeze those upper thighs and notice if you feel any issues in the quads or the hamstrings. Is there any resistance, any stagnancy that you feel? On your next exhale, I want you to bring the awareness to the hips. The hips are very symbolic of our shame center. We hold a lot of grief and sadness in the lungs, but in the hips, that is where the sense of shame can rest. Do you feel any resistance in the hips to pressing down to the ground fully? As you inhale, go ahead and bring the knees up together like a butterfly's wings. And take note of where your hips are here on the outer side. Do they feel tight? Or can they float up and down freely without pain? As you inhale and fill the belly, see if there's a resistance to the expansion of the stomach. I want you to bring your left hand to the belly and the right hand to the chest. And we're going to pause here for about 3 breaths. Breathe in, making the fingers on the left hand expand as the belly fills out. And as you exhale, I want you to check and make sure that your shoulders have not rounded back over, stacking them on top of the hips. Squeezing the air back up by pulling up and back on your navel. Breathing in, nice and deep. Making those fingers on the left hand expand. And then exhale. Sending the air back up and around the palate and out the nose. One last time, breathe in. And as your belly is expanded, I want you to count to 4. And then slowly exhale. Once your belly is empty of air, before you take your next breath in, count to 4, retaining the breath out for just a moment. Then resuming your breathing. This time I want you to slowly bring the attention up towards the heart center, right there where that right hand is. Take note of how you feel in the heart. Now the actual physical human heart is here, but the heart chakra lies here, right at the center of the diaphragm, in the breastbone. Do you feel any tightness here, or you may be a little closed off? I want you to take your arms, open them out wide, and instead of going completely wide, I want you to bring the fingertips towards the sky and bring the arms, the upper arms, parallel with the floor. Slowly as you breathe, bring your arms out and back as wide as you can without causing too much pain. If you feel any sharp pains, please bring them back together. As you exhale, I want you to bring the palms together, feeling the full range of motion across the back. Inhale, opening the arms back up. And exhale, bringing the arms together. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, the arms apart. And exhaling, bringing the arms together. Take a note as you relax the arms and the shoulders. Allow the hands to rest gently in the lap. Did you feel any resistance in the chest or the back or the shoulders as you perform that exercise? I want you to pause for just a moment and take a regular breath. Exhale nice and strong out the mouth. And on your next inhale, I want you to turn the head to the left, keeping the rest of the body still. Exhale, bring the head back center. Inhaling, turning to the right this time. And exhaling, bring the head back center. Again, inhaling left. Exhaling center. Once more, inhaling right. And exhaling center. Notice if you feel any resistance along the neck, behind the ears, the tops of the shoulders, the collarbone. One last time, inhaling to the right and exhaling center. This time, we're going to inhale, lift the head up, bringing it back, and exhaling, bring the chin to the top of the chest. Again, inhaling, up and back. Looking for any sensations you may feel. And then exhaling, bring the chin to the top of the collarbone. One last time, inhaling. And exhaling. Go ahead and bring the head back up to a neutral position. I want you to inhale, bring those shoulders up. Exhale, relax them back. We're going to do some slight head rolls here. Bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And slowly letting it circle around. Allowing the right ear to touch the right shoulder. And when the left ear gets back to the left shoulder, and just reverse that back around. Here, I want you to take a nice deep breath. As you breathe in, I want you to squeeze every muscle in your body as tight as you can. Exhale, relax. One more time, inhaling, squeezing. And exhale, relax. This final time, take the biggest breath in that you have. Squeeze, 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 tight as you can. And exhale, relax. Bring your focus here towards the center of your brow. And I want you to take a moment to just sit with your body. Is there anywhere that feels tense? Anywhere that feels incredibly relaxed? Continue to breathe, making sure that we're sitting up nice and straight. If any thoughts flow into your mind, just observe them and slowly bring the attention back to the body. Noting where you feel any sensations, any resistance, any places where the energy just flows freely. This is where we begin to know thyself. A common phrase in wellness is that the body talks and meditation helps. And this mini body meditation is meant to help connect you with the inner parts of your soul and the outer parts of your body and all of the pathways in between. By noting where we feel resistance or have issues in the body, we can also understand where we face resistance and issues in the mental and emotional bodies. But for right now, we're going to focus on the physical. Figure out what it is that we need to sit, to perform the asana. How can we sit for the meditation? How do we become comfortable in the stillness? As you continue to sit in the silence for as long as needed, pay attention to the sounds, the feelings, the sensations of your body. Make note and understand that this is your body's way of communicating what it needs to you in your practice. First and foremost, I would like to give thanks to Ganapatayi for this wisdom. And I would like to give thanks to my body and encourage you to give thanks to your body for giving you the messages that you needed to receive to make that body feel better. Thank you for being a willing participant in the conversation between my inner self and my physical self manifest. Thank you all for being present and joining in on this moment, practice, this step in my journey, in your journey too, to be well, to live well, and to do well.